Hello and welcome back. We are playing Oxygen Not Included. This is our 4th episode on the achievement run. In our last episode, we finished up the first ranch. There are a couple more things to do with that, but that's alright. We've gotten a rock crusher started. This area is going to be to get us some refined metal. That way we can automate our hatches being hatched in the incubators. We started clearing out this for the next area for the secondary ranch, and then the third one will be just above that. That's kind of the goal for the next couple of cycles, going to be to finish up those ranches, get some of those incubators created, and then hopefully we'll have enough skill points to start having their ranchers take care of their hatches, and then also move them into the different stables here. So as I was saying before, I try to keep separate circuits for individual buildings. In some cases I find that it's easier to manage and maintain than you're not having this spaghetti wire all over the place, and it really helps in the long term when you're trying to convert individual rows of wiring, because what we'll end up doing is on the side here we'll probably have what's called a spine, a power spine, and we'll have a think of like in everybody's house and anywhere you live, there's a transformer box with individual circuits, right? So each one of these rows of the tiles is going to be considered a circuit, and we'll have a transformer at the end of it, and then that'll deliver the power straight down the row for each one of these. We are nowhere near that, but you know, we started talking about the power, so I would just run on a little tangent there, but again, that's just something that helps for the long term, and you're gonna hear me say that probably 1,000 times. I'm one of the types of players that I like to prepare for the long haul of a game, and that's why I do things the way that I do, even if it means that they're not the most efficient way of doing things. But again, as always, if you find you have a better way of doing that, please disregard what I do and just do what you want, because it's all about playing the game the way that you want to play it. So, oh man, this bristle blossom is at 82%. We want to stop that from happening because we don't want any of that, if we can. So I mentioned in the last episode, I like to have all of the stuff fall down to the next below it, that way the hatches don't eat all the different types of things in there. They can only eat what's on their diet list, and if you're looking for something specific, you can click on one of the hatches like this, left click on one of them, and then you can scroll down and see what their diet is. The other way to look at their diet is if you click on the critter feeder and you click the drop down arrow on hatch, you can see what's available in here for them to eat that you might have readily or easily obtainable. So that's just kind of how you would look at that in particular. But the easiest way to know is if you click on the hatch and you scroll down and you look in this kind of table here. And the reason I say that is up here they don't have algae. They don't eat algae, so it's okay that is there in this case. And we want them to eat the sandstone, because we have so much of it at this point in time. So, and they can't eat copper yet, so that's okay that copper, if copper ends up in here, that's going to be okay. Alright. Now that that's kind of set up, we can go over here. Kind of follow the same direction. And then let's just make sure that I'm counting that right. So we've got 24. 24 and 54 is 78. And then 78 plus 18 is 96. So that's right. My mental math can be strong. Probably depends on the time of day. Alright, let's go change this to the same settings. So you can do this two ways. You can actually click on the other one and just hit copy settings and then select the other building. I'm going to do that for the critter feeder so I don't have to type. That just makes it easier for other stuff, especially if you're kind of copying, pasting multiple of the same, like these ranches. So we're just gonna get rid of them. I don't want them in here because I'm not trying to ranch you guys at the moment. Sorry, shine nymphs and shine bug. You're going bye-bye. I might need you later, but we'll leave one of you alive just for that case. They're really good at killing slime lung in the air because they have this radiation bubble around them. So that is what I will try to use to help get rid of slime lung if it's in the air, but hopefully we don't have to do that. No. Yeah. So we've got our second ranch. That's wonderful. Almost done. Almost have enough capacity here to indefinitely do. Let's see, it only gives us 50 kilograms, and I believe it was 200. Yeah, 200. So yeah, that'll give us 4 of them. Since you need to do, they need to craft, I want to say craft, they need to smash the rock crusher 16 times in order to make enough to make 4 incubators. And we're going to have, I think, what, 10 to 12 incubators across, so I'm not going to queue up that many just yet. I don't want to force them to focus on one thing at the one time. Alright, we're almost completely done with ranch number 2. Yeah, we need to do these at a higher priority. What is this bedroom at? This is 94, 95, 96. Okay. So as you can see, it doesn't really matter like which tile is where. As long as it's not bigger than 96 tiles, you will have the room that you desire. with the specific buildings, because I have the tile up here in this one, but it's down here on this one. So if I remove this, it would not be as stable anymore. Polluted water. Oh no. That's from these guys. That's alright though. We'll take care of it. Oh, plumbing is done. Okay. I'm not going to take care of that just yet, but I am going to take care of... Let's get the reservoir. We want the reservoir. That way I can throw the polluted water directly into a reservoir. It's very helpful in a lot of different types of situations. Just to get it out of the area and they don't off-gas all of the polluted oxygen. So as you can see, we don't have very much oxygen flow over here. So that's where a couple of air tiles down here and up here would be really helpful. So in a little bit, we'll be moving stuff around just to accommodate that sort of thing. Oh look, we have a hatch egg. Interesting. That means it did it on its own. Wonderful. Love it. Alright, what else do we have here? Harold! Harold, you need a hat, sir. Improved carrying 1. There we go. You are the man. Later on you'll be... No, let's get the cooler hat. Let's be the engineer. Yeah, that's way better. So what we could do to help with the oxygen is put another diffuser right there. Since we still have to be here for the research, and this will just push both directions. Oh, let's copy the settings. Here's critter feeder, copy settings. There we go. Yeah, good job is right. Wait, I meant to look at how close are we? We're halfway and halfway. Alright, that's good. So what we need to do next is get the incubator area ready. So I don't have incubators yet, but what we can do is they are 2 tiles across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's gonna be the incubator area. Because that's in the middle of all of these guys, and it'll be really simple to get that. All of these are going to have to go away, unfortunately. Otherwise, we aren't going to have enough room for our 3rd ranch. Alright, we got that one done real quick. This is one of those things that could benefit greatly if you have light. I'm not going to invest in that right now because we don't have automation for it yet. But, well, we could get it. Here, why don't we do... Well, it's too large of a thing, so I think the only way to do it is if we had... Let's see, duplicate sensor. You can't build there. But I think they... If they're here, I'd have to build it... Okay, you can't build right there. We're gonna try this out to see if we can get this to work. We want power. It's gonna go here. And then the last thing that we want is... It's under furniture, ceiling light. Then we want automation. So the only time that that light is gonna be on is when there's a duplicate within this radius of the sensor. That's what we're telling it to do. That way this goes much quicker. A little bit of heat to make this go 15% faster, I think that's worth it. Wow, they build that really fast. We're pushing through some of the intricacies right now, which is great. Yeah, we're gonna add another one of those. That's why I put 2 there, just in case. Oh, we earned an achievement. Which one was that? Automated building using sensors or switches from the automation tab in the build menu. Okay, alright. There we go. The little hamster wheels are really good because they increase their athletics. Closer to like cycle 100, you'll notice they zoom across the screen. They will get from one end to the other in no time, compared to right now where they're a little slower. And then it also depends on what speed you play on. If you play on the super fast speed, obviously it'll be much faster to see, but so our light trick is working. That's good. Hopefully it'll work when someone's right here. Alright. No, it is not working. How could we do that? Can we really just put it right there? Okay. No, it doesn't work right there. It has to be on the roof. But you can't put it there. No, I don't think that's enough. That's tricky. It works, but it doesn't hit. The motion sensor does not hit the person while they are on that. So what we do here instead, let's deconstruct that. Get rid of the extra, do the other wire. Here, we want that to stop working. We just cut the wire. And then what we do instead is we don't have I don't think we'll be able to do it. So what we're gonna do instead is a... Did we get the switch yet? Yeah, we did. We'll just put a manual switch here just to toggle it on and off. That's simple enough. Someone earned a skill point. Who did it? You know, I had a feeling that Rowan was going to be the one, because they do the research constantly. Rowan and Hassan. Alright, you're going to go through astronomy. Yeah, we're going to have one going in each direction. This will be nice. Gossman finally has his time. See, it was a premonition. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Once we have the ranches set up with the hatches in them, then we're going to create some automated bathrooms where they won't have to do this anymore. Did you not finish emptying it? Oh, it was time to go eat instead. Got it. Okay. We're getting a little low on food. We're gonna have to go hunting for food here. So we're gonna do priority 7 on those. Just to see if we can get some more food. I know we're at 5,800, but it's not enough. Not enough. I really don't want to do the mush bars. If I can avoid the mush bars, I will gladly gladly not deal with them. Let's change this priority to a 7. Yeah, we want to try and get them as much as possible. I don't like mush bars. It makes... Seeing them unhappy makes me unhappy, so we don't want that to happen. We don't have a we ran out of power, and that's okay. Oxygen is getting pretty well saturated throughout the base. Sorry, it takes me a moment to sometimes come up with the right word. So that's what the switch does. When you click on it, you turn the building on and off that's attached to it. So I'm going to keep this off for now, so that way we don't waste power, and we don't want to have the light on for no reason. So not until someone is actually smacking the copper ore here. There we go. We got some more muckroot. Let's also go here and here. Maybe some more muckroot. See, we're up to 9,600. That's good. Alright, let's see. What do we have going on here? Nothing too terrible. Just makes you focus a little bit more on getting the food. It's coming along nicely. Like I said, we're just avoiding the mush bars at the moment. Oh, we have a guy there, so we're gonna boom, 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 boom. There you go. Yeah, good job. That's right. At least that's what I think he's saying when he says that. Makes sense to me. See, they're just, like, as they walk around, they're just going to put the metal ore in here since we've selected that in the storage bin. And it's just helpful because then if we need more, they can just grab it from the bin instead of having to find it when it's like all the way up here. Alright. So I think we finish up cycle 12. Then we are going to see where we are at. Try to finish off some food gathering. And then by cycle 13 is hopefully when we'll be able to start clearing this stuff over here. We're going to change that to a priority 9. I don't want to deal with the bristle blossom. I don't have allergic duplicants, but you know, in case someone else does and they don't realize it, just make sure you get rid of the bristle blossoms if you can, so you don't have a sneezing fit. We don't want them to have sneezing fits. Alright. So now that that's set, let's move Ada and Harold onto a different schedule. Ada, Harold. Wow. You know, I really couldn't have planned that better since we're getting another duplicate right now. Let's find another one. What do we got? 3,000 kilograms of sand. Well, that's nice. That's okay. Tier 3 exosuit training. Super hard digging. But they fall asleep and they've got the ranching. Well, this is a difficult decision here. Because he's got researching, suit wearing, and digging. No, we're going to be focusing on the ranching. So having a rancher, even if they fall asleep every once in a while, should be fine. There we go. Now we've got May. Alright, let's look at her skills. Okay, they only give her 1. That's alright. We'll just start here. And how close are we with... Okay, we are almost there. We are so close. You can almost taste it. Oh wait, what am I doing here? That's only 3. Game playing tricks on me. did it again. There we go. That's better. Okay, he's almost done with that. So we have hit the 30-minute mark. I'm going to finish up the cycle 12 and then call it for episode 4 on this day. And then we will continue our journey, because it is a journey. This is not an easy thing to do. Most of my friends that play this game, they like to go, and going on a slow pace like this, it really bothers them, but it just makes me laugh because I know the trouble that they get in most of the time. But regardless of any of that, if you have any questions, have any sort of feedback, or hey, why didn't you do something this way, again, please let me know and I will respond. There are so many different ways to play this game. I'm welcome to any advanced tooltips from more veteran players, or even just feedback in general. If anybody needs help, feel free to leave me a comment below. But we are done with cycle 12. Let's finish out until it actually says cycle 13. Man, you really getting some anger out on that rock crusher there. We have 665 kilograms of refined copper. This is really good. Gas filter, lots and lots of stuff. Plumbing. We've got sinks. We need sinks. Liquid reservoir. That is a beautiful thing. Always need that. Let's turn you off since nobody's there. Alright, with that, thank you everybody for watching. Again, please subscribe if you enjoy the content, and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.